Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, which will be an episode of my podcast but also live on YouTube, I'm going to be doing a hypnosis session inspired by an Ed Sheeran song called Bad Habits. And the reason for this is that a lot of people think about hypnosis or clinical hypnotherapy when they think about breaking a bad habit. And the reason they do that is because habits become unconscious. So in the same way that you breathe without thinking and blink without thinking, bad habits, quite often you can do completely on autopilot. And clinical hypnotherapy is really the practice of making changes at the unconscious level. So today, I'm going to be working with someone. This is a guest who wants to break a bad habit. This is broadcasting live on YouTube. You might be watching the restream. But effectively, I'll be doing a hypnosis session which aims to tackle one specific bad habit with this individual. And there will be some of the lyrics from Ed Sheeran actually fused into the hypnotic suggestions. So if you are a fan of Ed Sheeran, or maybe you've heard the song, or maybe you're here because you've been looking for the song and you've stumbled across this video instead, if you do hear any of the lyrics or references to some of the lyrics in that song, just make a note of them in the comments so that other people would know what to listen out for. If you are wanting to enjoy the hypnosis session, by the way, so that you can break a specific bad habit, what I'd like you to do is, before you actually start this, think of a single bad habit that you would like to break. Now, that might be smoking, drinking too much. It might be a drug. It might be biting your fingernails. But think of one thing, not too many things, because this will be more effective if you think of a very specific bad habit to break. So make yourself comfortable and we'll start the hypnosis. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just release any feelings of stress or tension. Now, that's it. Going deeper and deeper. Relaxed. That's right. As you listen to my voice, continue to breathe in through your nose. And perhaps you can use your imagination to imagine breathing in a warm color of relaxation. Breathe in that warm color of relaxation. Imagine it going in through your nose, into your lungs. But as you exhale, just imagine that a darker color is leaving your body, representing any tension or stress that is now leaving your body. That's it, going deeper and deeper. Relaxed. Now. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you are staring into the night sky. Staring into space. Become aware of all the muscles in your face. And I want you to notice Notice that your eyes are feeling that they're becoming wider. As you stare into the stars in space, I want you to imagine the galaxy with billions of stars. Continue to breathe in that feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, notice that tension is melting away and leaving your body in your outward breath. That's right. Deeper and deeper, relaxed. As you look up to those billions of stars in that galaxy, notice that you can see the shiny stars, but you can also imagine what it would be like if there were neon lights fused with those stars in the darkness. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine traveling through space, through time, so that you are able to imagine what it would be like to be somewhere else in the galaxy, and that star is the equivalent to our sun, and you're on a different planet with breathable air, surrounded by nature, and that nature may be different. Perhaps you can imagine being, perhaps, near an ocean or a sea, but it is a sea native to that planet, unique to that environment. And you can feel the warmth of their sun on your skin, and you get a sense of feeling that this is purer, cleaner air, and you can feel deeper and deeper relaxed here, so far away from your life and your habits, particularly a bad habit. You are billions of light years away from your life and habits, giving you the sense of perspective of your life somewhere else. For now, you're just here by a strange sea, under a strange sky, breathing in fresh, clean air as you go deeper and deeper, relaxed. Now, that's it. Eyes getting heavier, going deeper and deeper, relaxed. Relaxation now spreading into your neck and your shoulders. That's it, going deeper and deeper. Relaxed now, that's it. That relaxation spreading down into your arms. That's it. Deeper and deeper relaxed. Now. So relaxed, in fact, there by that strange ocean on a strange planet, that you can imagine what it would be like to fall asleep and drift off into a strange dream very far away. In fact, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, and you will imagine falling asleep there on that strange planet, accessing a dream state where you can have the most vivid, powerful dream where changes can take place. 5, just feeling more and more relaxed and sleepy. That's it. 4, deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. 3, feeling like you're about to drift off deeply, deeply to sleep now. That's it. 2, that's it. And 1, feeling like you've fallen asleep there on that strange planet very, very far away. That's it. Going deeper and deeper. So deep that you are in a dream sleep now. And in that dream sleep, I want you to imagine, again, looking up into the sky, a night sky, staring into space, feeling that feeling of your eyes becoming wider, seeing those billions of stars, this time from the perspective of a different planet. Perhaps again, imagining those neon lights intertwined with those billions of stars. And perhaps it's a shooting star, or perhaps it's something else, but you can imagine that you see a first time spark, and then suddenly everything goes dark, completely pitch black, just nothingness there in your dream, in your mind's eye, completely black. And within that darkness, I want you to think of your life on that other planet, a life where you had a specific bad habit. Perhaps something you know that it isn't right, but you can't say no to other people or even yourself. Maybe there's an inner voice inside your mind and you just can't say no. And you already know that every pure intention ends when the good times start. And behind every bad habit is a pure intention, a good intention, maybe fun, connection, gratification, pleasure. There is a pure intention behind that bad habit. And think about you on that other planet living with that bad habit. See yourself from very far away, almost like you're looking at yourself through the galaxy's most powerful telescope, seeing that life very far away of what you are like with that bad habit. And now I want you to think of the very last time the sun went down. And let me take control of that very part responsible for that bad habit. And I want you to imagine being in your body the last time you experienced doing or feeling that bad habit inside your own body back then. Remember the last time you really felt pleasure, because that's behind every bad habit, even if that pleasure is just the avoidance of perceived pain. There is pleasure in every bad habit, even if it leads to pain and misery later on. There's always pleasure in the moment. And really remember the last time you really felt that pleasure. So much so that you can feel the paradise. Feel it. You're enjoying the memory inside your own body. Perhaps for the last time. Enjoy that something wonderful. Connect with that wonderful feeling. And then imagine stepping out and seeing that version of you like it's a stranger. that you're seeing yourself as if they're someone else. And try and see if you can feel the pleasure when you're looking at yourself as if you are someone entirely different. See yourself doing that thing that's meant to give you so much pleasure. And notice you can't feel the pleasure and you can't feel the paradise. You're just seeing you doing something and you're wondering, why would you do something like that? What's the benefit? Because as the story continues, you're able to then see the consequences. Perhaps the consequences are the next morning. Perhaps the consequences are a few days' time. Perhaps the consequences are only a few moments after you make the decision to do this bad habit, even if that decision is a subconscious decision. And then I want you to see yourself experiencing the consequences of that bad habit. Step into that version of you just before your world implodes. Because you only know how to go too far. And now feel what it feels like to experience the consequences of going too far. You are disconnected to the pleasure of the habit, and now you are fully associated into the pain and consequences of that bad habit. And I want you to amplify those feelings. If it caused you stress, let's turn up the stress. If it caused sadness, let's turn up the sadness. If it caused anxiety, let's make you feel more anxious, make everything bigger, brighter, more intense. Feel it until it reaches the point of threshold where you say to yourself, I've got nothing left to lose or use or do. That point where you say to yourself, enough is enough. I want you to consider what your bad habits lead to. Because in the past, you've swore that this will be the last, but knowing that it probably won't. And maybe you've even had a conversation with a stranger that you barely knew, and you told them, this would be the last, I won't do this anymore. Knowing deep down you had no intention of doing that thing. But now as you step into that version of you experiencing the pain, the consequences of this issue, I want you to imagine what a year of these consequences would be like. Feel what it would be like if nothing changed and you kept hold of these bad habits for another 12 months. 12 months of lying to yourself, saying that you'll stop doing this, but continuing to do it anyway. Month after month, consequence after consequence. Sure, there might be short-term pleasure and gratification, but feel and experience the consequences, the pain of this bad habit. Get a sense that this is too much. I want you to get a sense of what it would be like if this 12 months suddenly turned into 3 years. I want you to say to yourself that you were looking for a way out and get the feeling that now you can't escape. That 3 years turns into 5 years. 5 years of keeping this bad habit. And I want you to get the sense of feeling that you are trapped in a maze or trapped in a prison cell, that you're looking for a way out, and get a sense that you can't escape, that you've lost control, that you are a prisoner of this bad habit. I want you to turn that into 10 years now, 10 years of not being able to escape from this bad habit. And I want you to get a feeling that enough is enough. Tap into the consequences, not just for you, but for other people. How's it affecting your health, your friendships, your relationships, your career? See all of those scenarios of the consequences of keeping this bad habit. And when your unconscious mind is ready to walk away from this bad habit, I want you to let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And you are ready. You're ready to walk away from this bad habit. Because every lifetime is a book of many chapters. And every day is another page. And sometimes, when one chapter comes to an end, a new chapter starts. And if every part of your unconscious is ready to start a new chapter, to turn that page, to walk away from that old behavior, and to choose something new, again, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And I want you to imagine there is a huge, almost like screen, a cinematic screen there in the sky. I want you to get a sense that the sun has gone down, that it is dark, that you're staring into the night sky, staring into space, feeling your eyes become wider, and see that giant screen. And I want you to see almost what it would be like to do that old behavior, like you're in your own body doing that behavior, and at the moment where you start to do that thing, shrink everything down, whoosh, and then see a giant image of you now doing the very thing that you would prefer to do instead, but as if you're someone else. Let's try it a few times. Staring into the night sky, staring into space, seeing a huge image of you about to experience and go through that bad habit, and then whoosh, shrink it down, and then see yourself big, bright, colorful, doing the alternative. See how compelling that alternative thing is. How enjoyable it is to see yourself free of that bad habit. That you're doing something else instead, priming those neural pathways for an alternative reality. And then I want you to see you just about to do that old bad habit, and then imagine everything happens in reverse. Rewind everything to before it even happens. See yourself about to do it, shrink it down, and then replace it with a huge image of you doing the desirable alternative, that good habit instead. Allow your unconscious to rewire your mind to entertain the possibilities of something new. And I'm going to give you a direct suggestion that when I count to a certain number, the old habit will be gone, and instead, your subconscious mind will be primed for a new habit. And if you accept that you are ready to leave that old habit and replace it with the new habit that you've seen, just let me know by nodding your head. That's it. I want you to accept the suggestion that nothing will happen with the bad habit after I reach number 2. I will count from 1 to 2, and when I arrive at 2, this bad habit will be an old habit, a part of your past, your history. You will accept the suggestion that it's true, completely true, that nothing happens after I reach number 2. Counting. And if your unconscious mind has accepted this suggestion, let me know by nodding your head. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's it. And now I want you to step into that version of you that does the new habit. And I want you to imagine every scenario, every temptation where you could go back to the old habit, and notice how easy it is to leave that version of you behind and to do alternative things. The harder that people try and influence you, the easier it is for you to become the evolved version of you, that different version of you. Notice how easy it is. Think of every scenario. Scenarios where you're tired. Scenarios where there's multiple people around, there's pressure. Scenarios where there's an expectation of you and what you will do. And no matter what the scenario, feel what it feels like to do that alternative thing. And each and every time you do that alternative thing, you are leaving those bad habits behind you. You are leveling up. You are evolving. In this galaxy of 1 billion stars, you are evolving into the next level version of you. And if you feel that you can experience the accomplishment, the pride, the satisfaction of evolving and being that new version of you, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And now it's time. It's time to realize that this is just a dream within a dream within a dream, and there you are on a strange planet looking up at the sky, and then realize that this is just your imagination that's traveled somewhere else in the galaxy. And imagine you're on your own planet looking up at the night sky, and then realize that that is also a dream within a dream, and you're sitting there listening to my voice. You're listening to my voice, and in a few moments' time, I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, feeling evolved, feeling that you are leaving your bad habits firmly in the past, and you are stepping into a new identity built around new habits, that you are able to finally be free of that bad habit. You're looking forward to your future and where that will take you. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox. the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.